All right, let's say you have a home that's in major need of repair and you're looking to leave that home. Well, a typical home sale actually might be out of the question, but thanks to our next guest, he can buy your home quickly, no matter the condition, for cash and help you move on with your life. Plus, you avoid the costly commissions, the trouble of selling with a real estate agent, the whole 9 yards. To help on this man, real estate expert, investor, and broker, Lathe Lavada with First Prime Realty Group. It's great having you, buddy.
Thanks so much.
So let's talk about this. What types of homes are you buying, and who are you buying from typically?
You know, I buy unwanted homes that need major repairs from homeowners that are facing some sort of hardship, like a divorce, a job loss, a death in the family, a relocation, a medical problem, something like that. In that case, I can really come in and help these homeowners out.
And now, why should a seller choose you versus, say, going to that real estate agent and putting it up through the regular MLS situation? Why do that?
Well, you know, these homes need thousands of dollars of repairs, and the homeowners are just unable to complete them. Most buyers are unable or unwilling to complete these repairs. Yeah. You know, it's very challenging, if not impossible, to get a loan on these properties, and that's where selling to a cash buyer investor like myself becomes very necessary.
And I know, depending on how much damage there might be to the house, how much that might need to be repaired, you might not be able to get a loan on it. So if you had a buyer that wanted to buy it with a mortgage, the bank would say, sorry, we can't help you.
Right, it's just not possible.
Gotcha. So what do you do with the properties then? You buy one, you pay us in cash, and then what do? You knock it down?
No, on the properties I buy, I do one of two things.
Okay.
Usually I keep them in my long-term rental portfolio, or I fix them up, put them back on the market, resell them to a loan buyer, and I like every deal.
Look at that house. My goodness, absolutely gorgeous. These are great. You do a great job inside there. So with every deal?
Well, with every deal that I do, I like it to be a win-win situation.
Of course.
So, you know, when the sellers come in, I really get joy out of helping them, because it's like a new beginning, a fresh start for them in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. So with you, do we have to pay any real estate commission? Usually it's 3 to the buyer agent, 3 to the selling agent. Do we pay any commission at all?
There's actually no commissions on the homes that I buy. Interesting.
Yeah. Very cool. So how does somebody get the ball rolling if they just wanted to see what you might be able to pay for?
Well, they just call the office, and we'll do a pre-offer inspection. We do an inspection on every house that we buy before we make the offer, so that way we're insured to close. There's a lot of buyers out there in the market now that will actually purchase the home and either back out, cancel when they're supposed to be buying it, or they'll ask for a price reduction because they didn't do the proper work up front.
Gotcha.
This leaves the seller in a horrible situation.
Yep.
So we never want this to happen. So we move quickly, and we give an evaluation of the home that's completely free, no obligation, to make sure that when we go to the closing table, they're guaranteed their cash profits. In fact, we put that in the purchase agreement and tell them, hey, this is exactly what you're going to receive.
Okay, so let's say we have you come in, you do the inspection, you give us a number, we say we like the number. How soon can you have the house and we have the cash, and we say bye-bye?
Well, you know, I've closed properties in under 3 days before.
Wow.
It's based on the seller's time frame and their situation. Every situation, every property is unique. So we go based on the seller's situation and time frame, and we don't push. We don't want to or need to buy the house. We actually do want to buy the house. We just don't need to buy it.
Gotcha.
So that means that, you know, we can go at the time frame that's proper for the seller. So we have closed quickly, and we have closed in 30, 90 days before. It's really up to the seller.
Gotcha. And is there anything else that a seller should know, somebody selling to you with this all cash situation, that they should know before they go into it?
Well, you know, like I was mentioning before, when you go under an agreement to sell your property to a cash home buyer, you want to make sure that that home buyer has done that inspection before you go under agreement, because now you're tied to that until, you know, the purchase expires, and if you don't do what you need to do, it can put you in a very bad situation. And if they pull out at the last moment, so be careful about those home buyers who aren't doing those inspections or those walkthroughs on the property prior to giving you a cash offer.
So this is what First Prime does. You make sure when you make that offer, you know it's good to go.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And I would say that we also, you know, there's a lot of homeowners out there that don't have money for the move.
Yeah.
So we'll close on the property. We'll buy the property, allow them to stay in it after closing.
Wow.
Yeah. Get them their cash so that they have money for the move.
That's awesome, because I know, having moved from my house before, trying to negotiate that in a regular sale is pretty tough. So to know that you can have like that X amount of days that you can actually get your stuff together and be able to move when it's technically not your house anymore is a huge relief.
Yeah, and that's a post-occupancy agreement, and it's written right there in the purchase agreement. The other thing that we do is we allow the homeowner to leave anything that they don't want in the property, and we'll take care of it.
Wow.
There's a lot of folks out there who have a medical condition or something like that, or they don't have family members here and they want to move out of state to be
one
with
of those
their
old
family members.
tube TVs. We don't want to touch it.
Yeah,
you can have it.
We'll take care of it. There's a lot of things that we've done for folks that they just don't anticipate that a cash buyer could do. We have the flexibility, and that's what's nice.
Lathe, great having you, buddy.
Thank you much.
Thank you so much. All right, you want to sell your home for cash? Lathe Lavada's the guy to call. 702-476-2000. You can get it guaranteed, quick and easy. No obligation cash offer. First Prime Realty Group, a proud sponsor of the Morning.